Inner Peace Unlocked. Calm your mind with Stoicism. Focuses on the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes inner tranquility, self-control, and emotional resilience. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, lived as a Roman emperor, yet embodied the principles of humility, discipline, and acceptance. His meditations, which serve as reflections on his struggles and thoughts, teach us how to face life's uncertainties with equanimity. The essence of Stoicism lies in understanding what we can control and what we cannot, allowing us to detach from external events and find peace within ourselves. Through this lens, even chaos and adversity lose their power to disturb the mind. Stoicism reminds us that true peace comes not from changing external circumstances, but from cultivating the right mindset. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly emphasized that we cannot control the opinions, actions, or reactions of others. We cannot stop misfortunes or prevent challenges, but we can always control how we respond to them. This approach shifts the focus from frustration to acceptance. It invites us to align our thoughts with reality instead of resisting it. If something is outside our control, it becomes irrelevant to our inner calm. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Recognizing this truth can alleviate anxiety and help us focus on meaningful action. The Stoic concept of control applies to every area of life. Suppose someone insults us or wrongs us. Instead of allowing anger to dominate our response, Stoicism teaches us to observe the situation rationally. An insult only has the power to hurt us if we allow it to. When we see it as merely another person's opinion, we can choose not to let it disturb our peace. Marcus Aurelius compared our minds to a fortress that cannot be breached unless we open the gates ourselves. By mastering our reactions, we reclaim power over our emotions. We learn to respond with wisdom rather than impulsivity. This mindset helps cultivate inner peace even in the most difficult situations. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the impermanence of life, reminding himself and others of the fleeting nature of everything around us. Whether joy or suffering, fortune or adversity, nothing lasts forever. This realization frees us from attachment and allows us to appreciate the present moment more deeply. When we understand that life is short and unpredictable, we stop wasting energy on trivial worries and instead focus on what truly matters. We learn to let go of regrets from the past and anxieties about the future. By embracing the present moment with gratitude and perspective, we find peace in its simplicity. Do not let the future disturb you, Marcus advised. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. The path to inner peace also requires acceptance of reality as it is. Stoicism teaches us to approach life without resistance, knowing that much of what happens is beyond our control. When we fight against reality, we create suffering for ourselves. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we must accept everything as part of the natural order. Instead of asking why something happened, we can ask ourselves how we will respond to it. For example, if we experience loss, it is natural to grieve, but we must also accept that death is part of life. When faced with adversity, Marcus often considered it an opportunity to practice virtues like patience, courage, and kindness. By reframing hardships as challenges that can strengthen our character, we turn them into pathways to growth. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of living according to reason and virtue. Marcus Aurelius believed that our true nature is rational and virtuous, and aligning our actions with these qualities brings harmony to the mind. Virtue, in Stoic philosophy, is the highest good and the source of lasting happiness. External achievements, wealth, or pleasure may provide temporary satisfaction, but they cannot bring deep inner peace. True contentment arises when we act with integrity, kindness, and wisdom, regardless of the outcome. Marcus wrote that we should never let the actions of others determine our own character. If someone behaves poorly, that is their burden to bear, not ours. By focusing on living virtuously, we remain true to ourselves and avoid the turmoil that comes from seeking validation or revenge. Another powerful tool for calming the mind is the practice of perspective. Stoicism encourages us to view our problems in the context of the greater whole. When we zoom out and consider the vastness of time and space, our worries often seem insignificant. Marcus Aurelius frequently meditated on the smallness of human life in the grand scheme of the universe. He found comfort in the idea that his struggles were part of something much larger. This shift in perspective can help us detach from our troubles and see them for what they are, temporary and minor in the greater flow of existence. By stepping back and observing our lives with clarity, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and gain a sense of peace. Marcus Aurelius also valued the practice of mindfulness. While modern society often pulls our attention in countless directions, Stoicism teaches us to remain present and fully aware. Marcus often reminded himself to focus on the task at hand and to approach it with care and attention. He understood that living mindfully brings peace to the mind by preventing it from wandering into regrets or worries. Instead of being consumed by distractions, we can find satisfaction in fully engaging with whatever we are doing. This simple practice helps quiet the mind and reduces stress as we stop dwelling on things beyond our control. Mindfulness, when combined with Stoic principles, becomes a powerful tool for achieving inner calm. Stoicism does not ask us to suppress our emotions, but rather to understand and regulate them. Marcus Aurelius acknowledged that emotions like anger, fear, and sadness are natural responses to life's challenges. However, he emphasized that we should not let these emotions control us. Instead, we can examine their cause and choose a rational response. By observing our emotions with detachment, we gain the power to overcome them. For example, if we feel anger rising, we can pause and remind ourselves that the situation is temporary. We can ask ourselves whether our reaction will make things better or worse. This deliberate approach prevents impulsive decisions and fosters emotional balance. By mastering our emotions, we create space for calm and clarity. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius remain as relevant today as they were during his lifetime. In a world filled with uncertainty, stress, and distractions, Stoicism offers a path to inner peace by helping us cultivate wisdom, self-control, and acceptance. It reminds us that we cannot always change what happens around us, but we can always change how we perceive and respond to it. This shift in mindset transforms our relationship with life. Adversity becomes an opportunity for growth. External events lose their power over us, and we find peace within ourselves. By following the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, we unlock the calm and clarity needed to navigate life with grace and strength. At its core, Stoicism is a guide for living well. It teaches us that peace does not come from a life free of challenges, but from developing the ability to face those challenges with courage and composure. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality. If we can learn to master our minds, we can remain calm in any storm. This inner peace is not dependent on circumstances, it comes from within. By accepting what we cannot control, acting with virtue, and maintaining perspective, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. In doing so, we discover the profound strength that comes from a calm and disciplined mind. The path to inner peace is a lifelong journey, but Stoicism provides timeless tools to guide us. Marcus Aurelius's reflections continue to inspire us to seek tranquility by living in alignment with reason, virtue, and acceptance. His wisdom invites us to let go of what we cannot control, focus on what truly matters, and embrace the present moment with gratitude. In this way, Stoicism offers not just a philosophy, but a practical way of life, one that helps us find calm and purpose in an uncertain world. By unlocking inner peace, we unlock the freedom to live fully, regardless of the challenges we face.